This morning, I made a video mocking Bharat netizens for thinking Russia would support India. I stated clearly Russia needs China more, and China backs Pakistan. Russia would not offend China for India, especially since India has always been two-faced, never a reliable ally. An Indian fan said he would unsubscribe from my channel because my comments on India are full of bias. Yes, he does not believe Russia would not support India. In his mind, my claim that Russia despises India defies common sense, so he decided to unsubscribe. Fine, let's assume he is the center of the universe. His unsubscribing will make me so nervous I cannot sleep. I want to ask, you mentioned in comments that Russia-India friendship began centuries ago. How did it start? Centuries ago, you were both conquered by Mongols, so that sparked friendship? Do not forget, India was then ruled by the Mughal Empire, founded by Islamized Mongol descendants. You had no right to build external friendships because your masters had their own plans. Like how World War II victors included no India, only Britain. India was legally British territory. If you always challenge others' channels with anger, lacking basic historical knowledge, you only make yourself look ignorant. I will tell you the simplest reason Russia would not support India, nor would Israel or the US truly support India. India is a nation without credibility, never honoring promises. Companies tricked by India's preferential policies. Immigration bureaus deceived by fake Indian degrees. Merchants scammed by Indian clients. They all know what I mean. Russia was once India's top arms supplier. Yet when Russia faced a crisis, Indians betrayed Russia decisively. Not only did they stop buying Russian weapons, they turned to France, the US, other Western nations. Modi visited Ukraine, met Zelensky, openly slapping Putin's face. Indians bought Russian energy with near-worthless rupees, resold it for huge profits. Russia, holding this money, could buy nothing. For Russia, amid war, this is blatant betrayal. Russia is now fully isolated by the West. What can India offer Russia? Russia cannot even resolve the Ukraine issue. Even the Crimea bridge was bombed. Putin now needs a nation that can offer Russia real help. China can at least provide Russia with urgently needed industrial products. Buy its energy. China, locked in trade, tech wars with the US, also needs Russia's resources. This mutual need is far more reliable than empty claims of support. A British politician once said, "No eternal friends, only eternal interests." India offers Russia no real benefits, disregards traditional friendship, plays both sides. Would Russia risk losing China to help such a nation? Regarding your comment that many in India oppose war threats, those are Modi's government's actions. I remind you, you said you subscribed to my channel, so you should have seen my video on Japan's atomic bombing by the US. I repeatedly said Japanese have no right to claim the war was launched by the emperor, militarists, so US pilots should not have dropped atomic bombs, used incendiary bombs to raze Tokyo. It was these innocent Japanese citizens. Their taxes fueled the militarist government's expansion. Their relatives, sons, brothers caused deep disasters for other nations' people on battlefields. In fact, since gaining independence in 1947, India, as a nation scarred by colonialism, has not pursued peaceful development, but inherited British colonial expansionism, clashing with nearly all neighboring countries. India annexed several small states, including Sikkim, fought wars with Pakistan, China. It long meddled in the internal affairs of Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Maldives, making it a South Asian peace disruptor. Are these unrelated to Indian citizens? Is it all the government's fault? If you feel wronged, stand up, boldly criticize the warmongering government, resist Hindu extremists persecuting Muslims, expose widespread fraud by India's government, merchants, uphold India's international reputation. Otherwise, When backlash arrives, do not feel aggrieved. In an avalanche, no snowflake is innocent. I have never fabricated fake news, incited hatred in my videos. On the contrary, I call for ending all political, religious persecution, support people pursuing happy lives. Even Indians living in China, I welcome. It is their basic human right, whether they have legal status or not. But the premise is, they must follow China's social order, obey laws. Otherwise, do not blame China for deporting them. After the India-Pakistan situation escalated, I saw frenzied comments under Indian channels, arrogant slogans like flattening Pakistan. I want to remind you, waging war on a nation requires just cause. Modi accusing Pakistan a few times does not make Pakistan guilty, open to India's bullying. If India wants to challenge the international order, openly invade Pakistan, it must weigh its own strength. What's wrong with China supporting Pakistan? China has not backed Pakistan invading India. Supporting Pakistan's defense of its sovereignty, territory aligns with the UN Charter, values of most nations globally. China will not only supply Pakistan with weapons, but also state clearly, if India dares disrupt peace, launch an aggressive war, China will punish India severely, stripping it of its ability to disrupt peace forever. Do not shout online that India is a nuclear power, with your few nuclear weapons, lacking reliability, delivery means. If you dare use them, your entire nation bears the nuclear war risk. Then see who vanishes from Earth. As one of the world's poorest, dirtiest nations, you do not strengthen economic development, improve infrastructure, raise living standards, but obsess over war. If your nation threatens world peace, you should all bear the risk of punishment. Modi, whom you elected, this clown performing so poorly, every one of you is responsible. Do not talk about China-India friendship, cooperation on my channel. Nobody wants to befriend a snake. If India can abandon its hollow great power pride, expansionism, shed its scamming habits, embrace hygiene, civility, Chinese people would gladly befriend Indians. Otherwise, why come to my channel? I have no Paki Sharma fake news here, nor will I stop criticizing India to spare your feelings.